only $1.99. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
You're watching Focus on South Florida.
Welcome back to Focus. As we've highlighted on the show in the past, the consequences of driving drunk can last a lifetime for the victims and their families. And that's why one Broward mother works year-round to campaign across the country about the dangers of drinking and driving. Right now, she's focusing on South Florida to round up thousands of people to join her for the upcoming annual MADD 5K. Joining me now with details is Heather Geronimus and Colonel Alvin Pollock of the Broward Sheriff's Office. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Just saying that you're basically work husband, work wife, right? You work together all the time.
Yes, pretty much.
What are some of the initiatives you've been doing together?
So 7 years ago, I lost my father to a drunk driver here in Miami, actually. He was crossing the street on foot, and he was run down by a drunk driver. And since that time, MADD reached out to me and helped me when really nobody else could. And some of the other partnerships that have formed after that are this partnership with BSO, with FHP. You know, we really need to band together with law enforcement, because ending drunk driving isn't about arresting people. It's about educating people and reaching out to them in their communities and their schools and their churches. And we do that in partnership with BSO all year long to educate people that drunk driving is something that they can stop themselves, which is a really empowering thing.
I'm so sorry to hear about your father. And how did that shift your perspective? Because was this even an issue that was on your radar before that happened?
So before that, you know, I'd heard the MADD presentations in high school, and I knew that obviously drinking and driving was something that could kill, but it wasn't at the forefront of my mind. I'd always been involved in the community. So when I received the invaluable help of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and I looked around and I saw that there wasn't really anyone raising awareness on the front end, because that's how we can stop this. That's when I started working with MADD in South Florida to really put on awareness generating events, do more educational programs, and, you know, teach everybody that they have the power to stop drunk driving. So that's why we founded the walk. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us about the walk.
So we founded Walk Like MADD in MADD Fort Lauderdale 6 years ago. This will be the 6th time that we're doing this, and we've seen thousands of people come together, not just victims of drunk driving, but also the rest of the community, law enforcement, corporate sponsors, all come together to, you know, to show the community that they care about the victims, but also that they know that there's an answer, and that answer is prevention.
Outreach and prevention.
Absolutely.
But on the law enforcement side, you obviously see things that other people don't see.
Correct.
How prevalent is the issue?
It's real serious out there, but we take it very seriously also in Broward. So we have ramped up our enforcement in the last 3 years since Sheriff Scott Israel became sheriff, something that we take very seriously. So we do a little bit more checkpoints. We also do a lot of enforcement throughout the county, you know, with our DUI task force team.
Do you find that with services like Uber and then also obviously the outreach, do you find that it's been going down a little bit, or are you still seeing the same rate?
It's okay, but have not been going down from what we tell. They're still out there, they just haven't gotten caught.
So to give you perspective on that, MADD has been around for 35 years. And in that 35 years, we've cut drunk driving deaths in half, but we're still losing almost 10,000 people in our country every year, and we're arresting 300,000 people every year. But 400,000 people drive drunk every day, and about only 3,000 of those people get arrested. So you can see that there's a big disparity there. So
it's an astronomical number.
Isn't it? And the stats work out that 2 out of 3 people will be impacted by a drunk driver in their lifetime if nothing changes, which is why events like this and our partnership with BSO is so important.
From both of your perspectives, what would you say to someone who maybe had one too many drinks and decides to get in a car?
Please get a designated driver. Don't drive drunk. That's what we stress all the time. Easier. It's a choice. Make the choice.
Absolutely. And I really implore people to plan ahead. So it's really hard to reason with someone that's already intoxicated. It's really hard for them to rely on their own good judgment, because that's why, you know, people drink to impair their judgment, really. And I always implore people when they're making their plans for the weekend or whatever day to take that one step further and make a plan on how you're going to get home, whether it's leaving your car behind and taking Uber, or if it's just making a smart decision and taking a cab. It really makes sense to know what you're going to do before.
And there are a lot of services offered on big party days, right, on holidays where there are free drivers or discounted rates.
We have tow companies that tow for free, you know, during holiday season. So the choices are there. So they either ride, which we offer free rides, but they pay later, or they can pay up front.
Or you can have a different kind of ride planned in advance. Right. All right, so as we wrap up, tell us about the 5K, what we can expect. There's a huge number of people joining every year, so tell us about it.
So on April 24th, we invite everyone to join us at Huizenga Plaza for the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Walk Like MADD in MADD-Fort Lauderdale. It's not a day about sadness. It's not a day about my personal loss. The true reason why I tell this story is so everyone that comes in contact with me can think differently and make a better choice. And that's what we do that day. We reach thousands of people. We have a great opening ceremony with all of our elected officials and all of our partners. And then people go out on a 5K course, either as a walker or a runner. It's not, some people are very competitive, and some people just take a nice walk. And when they come back, there's live entertainment, there's awards, there's different, all of our vendors are there, and we just have a really great day. And we teach the community that drunk driving, the power to end drunk driving is with them.
And it's so enlightening when you see people who have been impacted by it, like yourself. So, all right, well, good luck with the walk.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be great. Thanks for coming.